Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I analyze a chart from scratch. So I'm going to open up TradingView, show you a completely naked chart, and I'm going to show you how I do my technical analysis on a daily basis and how I analyze it. Basically is what I'm doing. So I'm going to share with you three things: how I start with higher time frames, how I identify key levels and liquidity, and how I build a directional bias, how I see my bias and how I create the trend of the day based on what I'm seeing in the market, right? I'm using this metaphor as a map. When you want to drive to some place, not now, but before, when we didn't have phones and stuff like that, we used a map. And this is what I'm going to show you how I do my technical analysis because we have a map, we know where we are going, right? And if the map is not clear, we're not going anywhere. So this is what I usually do. So enter I open up the DAX or the NASDAQ, US Tech or the Germany. I come to the market at 8:45, and this is what I do. I come to the market at 8:45. The first thing I do, I mark out the pre-London session open at 8 o'clock, 8 and 9 o'clock London session open. And I'm on the hourly time frame, right? So I watch the market do like this. I'm watching what is the direction of the market? What am I looking for? What is Where is the market going right now? What am I looking for? So what I do, I jump back and see if there is liquidity on this areas that's being swept. Because if it sweeps liquidity on this area, there's a high probability for it to go to the other direction. So, because there is no liquidity in this area, my bias for this is bearish. Why? Because there is a 1 hour break of structure. So I'm looking of the higher time frames break of structure. You can see the time frames that I'm using: 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 1 hour, 4 daily, and we. So I'm just using the 1 hour, 15, 5, and 1. These are the four basic time frames that I'm using. So how am I identifying the 1 hour break of structure? There's a low right here, and it closed over the body of the candle. There's a low right here, and it closed over the body of the candle. This is a clean direction of where the market is going. There is also a liquidity right here. There's a liquidity right here, and this is where I mark out the 1 hour liquidity, right? So usually what I'm looking at right now, this is before market opens. I don't know what the market is going to do. I'm just observing what the market is going to do and reacting from it. But this is what I'm seeing, or I want to see the market doing before I'm entering. I want to see the market high, low, going up, taking out liquidity, and then continuing down. This is what I'm observing the market to do before I enter. So now I'm on the 1 hour time frame. I want to jump down to the 15-minute time frame. By the way, in the 1 hour time frame, this is what I also want to mark out the equilibrium. You can see that there's an equilibrium right here in the middle. I'll jump down to the 15-minute time frame, and this is where I mark out the. I'm just gonna not do so many lines so it can be clear to you. There's an equilibrium right here. I'm just putting it right here so you can see it more clearly. And I jump down to the 15-minute and I mark out the 15-minute time frames. So higher time frames hold higher power. Higher time frames shows us the direction of where the market is going. Are we bullish or are we bearish? So where are we going? So higher time frames is the stronger time frame. So the liquidity is the same thing. Higher time frame liquidity holds more orders. So the banks and institutions want to take out higher time frame liquidity. Not always. If it gives us a reaction on the 15-minute, I take a trade from that also. So I mark out the 15-minute liquidity right here and the 15-minute liquidity right here. So this is what I'm seeing, what I'm wanting the market to do. I want the market to take out these liquidities, either in this or this, and then continue down. And this is where I want to take my trade on this areas right here. I'm just showing you how I analyze the market. So I'm waiting. I jump to the 5-minute. I usually don't do that much on a 5 minute, and I jump on a 1 minute. So I wait for the market to open, and I'm just waiting for it to take out liquidity. So it just took out this first liquidity right here. So it took out the first liquidity right here, but did it give us a breakup structure? No. So we don't do anything. This is not valid. This indicates that the market wants to take out more liquidity before going to the downside. All right. So I'm waiting for it to take out another high time frame, another 50-minute liquidity. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Now, see, I'm removing this because it wasn't valid. Now I'm waiting for the 50-minute liquidity to be swept. Now we have three things. I have the trend, right? I have the trend, which is bearish. I have liquidity being swept on the 15-minute, right? I'm waiting for a 1-minute break of structure. And then I'm waiting for a fair value gap. And I'm checking that the equilibrium is correct, which is correct. See, I'm taking my ideal, I'm taking a short and a premium to go to discount. See, short, premium. So it's already reacted inside the premium area. Let me just check. Did it do a break of structure? Where's the low? There's a low right here happening, and it closed underneath the body. We are still not doing anything. You can still take a trade from this, but we're still not doing anything. And this is how I analyze the market. This is basically how I analyze the market, and this is, I don't want to get too much into this, but this is what I take by trade. Just quickly, you can see that it created a gap. There's one gap right here. Let me just show you. There's a gap happening right here, and there's a gap happening right here. And the gap is being taken from this wick to this wick. So I'm waiting for it to give me a reaction on this gap to continue down. This is where I enter, and this is what happened in the market. I enter right here, put my stop over these highs right here, and I take my profit on these liquidities right here, and this is what the market did. You can basically just, to be honest with you, you can basically just screenshot this. Like screenshot this. If the market does this, take the trade over and over and over and over again. If the market does this, take the trade. There's a break of structure. There is a fair value gap happening right here. The market reacted from the fair value gap because it gave us a bearish candle. There is a liquidity sweep happening right here. We are over the equilibrium area. We are following the main bias of the day, bearish, the trend. And this is what it did. If you keep doing this over and over and over again, I promise you, you will see some results. And this is how I analyze the chart, basically, on a daily basis. Let me show you a different perspective on this. Okay. See, there's a Monday, and then I mark out the 9 o'clock and I mark out the 8 o'clock, right? This video might be too long, but it's fine. So, what did the market do right now? The market closed underneath a break of structure before market open. Now, this is the Asia session overnight range. So I'm waiting for a market to do what? Either break through the overnight range because it already swept liquidity during the Asia session. So I jump to the 15-minute. I'll wait for the first 15-minute candle to close. It closed underneath. What did I do? You take a trade right here, you put your stop loss right here, and you put your profits on these lows right here. And this is what the market is about to do. It goes down, it takes your profit out, and you have some profits because it's accumulated, manipulated, and it's going to do a distribution, AMD. So this is also how I analyze the market, because the market on this day didn't want to sweep liquidity after the market opened. It's probably going to continue up. Look, continue up and sweep this liquidity, this liquidity, this liquidity, this liquidity. It took out all liquidities right here. So this is how I analyze the market, analyze the chart on a daily basis. All right. So that's about it. Let's do some recap on this video. So in this video, I shared with you how you're starting with a higher time frame always, how we mark out the London session and New York session open, how to identify key levels and liquidity, and how to build a directional bias. The directional bias is built through the higher time frames. If we see a break of structure happening on the higher time frames before market opens, that's an indication of where the market is going, either bullish or bearish. Lesson check-in, as always, what made chart analysis clearer for you now? Just write one sentence and share it below. And as always, again, share, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and if you haven't done it already, join the school community. Talk to you inside the community and see you on the next lesson. Have a great day.